This reckon is he kept his pregnancy secret for 7 months. Then this family found out about serious illness. Like so the link to the video we were participating below. Go and check them out. So let's into this vaccine 3, 2, 1.
Marcus had always been good at keeping secrets, but this one was different. Every
Yeah.
morning for 7 months, he wore oversized hoodies and baggy shirts. He
Yeah.
avoided family dinners and made excuses for missing gatherings. His
Yeah.
mother called him distant. His sister said he was hiding something. They
Really?
had no idea how right they were. The truth was growing inside him, literally.
Literally?
And when it finally came out, nothing
Yeah.
would ever be the same again.
Really?
Marcus was 24 when he first heard about the research study. He was working 2 jobs to pay off student loans. Money was tight. His
Yeah.
friend Daniel mentioned a medical trial at the university hospital. They were looking for healthy young men. The compensation was generous. $15,000 for 6 months of participation. Marcus called the number on the flyer. The research coordinator explained it was a hormonal study. Something about
Really?
reproductive biology and future fertility treatments. Marcus did not fully understand the science, but the money would change his life. He could pay off half his debt. The screening process was intense. Blood tests, physical exams, psychological evaluations, genetic testing. The doctors asked hundreds of questions about his health history. They explained risks and benefits. Marcus
Yeah.
signed pages of consent forms. He was accepted into the trial. For 6 months, Marcus took daily medications and attended weekly checkups. The doctors monitored everything: his hormone levels, his body chemistry, his overall health. They said the trial was going well. Marcus felt fine, a bit tired sometimes. Some mood changes. Nothing alarming. The trial
Yes.
ended. Marcus received his final payment. The doctors said they would contact him if they needed follow-up appointments. Marcus moved on with his life. He got a better job, started dating, thought the trial was behind him. 2 years after the trial ended, Marcus started feeling strange. Nausea every morning, constant fatigue. His body felt
Oh, independent. Yeah.
different in ways he could not explain. At first, he thought it was stress from his new job. Maybe the flu,
No, independent.
perhaps something he ate. But the symptoms did not go away. They got stronger. His stomach felt bloated. His chest was tender. He had weird food cravings. One evening, after 3 weeks of feeling unwell, Marcus sat alone in his apartment bathroom. His ex-girlfriend had left a pregnancy test in the cabinet months ago.
Oh, and you took it.
Marcus stared at it. The thought was ridiculous, impossible, but something made him take the test anyway. Maybe just to rule out something weird happening with his
Yeah.
hormones. He waited 3 minutes. His hands shook. His heart pounded so hard he could hear it in his ears. The result was clear. Positive. Marcus dropped the test on the floor.
Wow.
This had to
Too
be wrong.
fast.
Defective. He drove to the pharmacy at midnight and bought 3 more tests. Different brands. He took them all. Every single one showed the same result. Positive. Marcus called the research hospital the next morning. He demanded to speak with Dr. Rachel Foster, who had led his trial. The receptionist said Dr. Foster was no longer with the hospital. She had moved to a private research facility. Marcus got the new
Really?
number and called immediately. Dr. Foster agreed to see him that same day. She seemed nervous on the phone. When Marcus arrived, she was waiting in a private consultation room. Her face was serious. Marcus told her about the positive tests. Dr. Foster went pale. She asked him to sit down. What she explained next sounded like science fiction. The trial Marcus had participated in was more experimental than he had been told. They were
Really?
testing artificial hormone combinations that could potentially allow male pregnancy. The research was in
Really?
early stages. Animal studies had shown promise. But human trials were supposed to be preliminary, just testing if the hormones were safe. Something had gone wrong, or perhaps too right. The
Yeah.
hormone treatments had created changes in Marcus's body, changes that were supposed to be
Literally.
temporary, changes
Yes.
that apparently had become permanent. His
Yeah.
body had developed the biological capability to sustain a pregnancy. Dr. Foster explained that Marcus must have conceived naturally with a partner sometime after the trial. The hormones had created a functional gestational system. His body was adapting, creating what it needed to support the pregnancy. It was unprecedented, scientifically fascinating, and terrifying for
Yeah.
everyone involved. Marcus felt his world spinning. He asked if this was dangerous. Dr. Foster admitted they did not know. He was the first. There was no data. No previous cases. No roadmap. Dr. Foster ran tests all day. Ultrasounds. Blood work. Full body scans. Everything showed a healthy pregnancy. 12 weeks along. The baby was developing normally. Marcus's body was responding well. No immediate dangers were detected. But Dr. Foster was honest. This was uncharted territory. There could be complications they could not predict. The pregnancy might not last.
Could
The
be.
birth would
Yes.
require careful planning. A surgical delivery would be necessary. Marcus would need constant monitoring. She offered him options. Termination would be safest medically. If he chose to continue, her team would provide full support. But everything had to remain confidential. The research facility could face serious legal issues if this became public. Marcus would need to sign new agreements. Marcus's mind raced. He thought about his partner at the time, Jake. They had broken up 3 months ago. Should he tell Jake? Would Jake even believe him? Would anyone believe this? Dr. Foster gave Marcus time to think. She said she would support whatever he decided. But he needed to decide soon. And he needed to understand the gravity of keeping this pregnancy. Marcus left the hospital in shock. He drove aimlessly for hours. Part of him
Yes.
wanted to end this nightmare. Pretend it never happened. Go back to his normal life. But another part of him felt something unexpected. A connection to the life inside him. A curiosity about what could be. He decided to continue the pregnancy. But he would tell no one. Not yet. Maybe not ever. The first month was the easiest. Marcus told his family he was busy with work. He skipped Sunday dinners and canceled coffee dates with his sister Emma. His mother, Patricia, sent worried text messages. Marcus replied with short answers and promises to visit soon. Dr. Foster set him up with private care. A small team of doctors who knew about his case. They met at the research facility after hours. Everything was documented confidentially. Marcus felt like he was living a double life. By month 3, hiding became harder. His body was changing. His stomach was no longer flat. Clothes that
Yes.
once fit perfectly now felt tight. Marcus bought new clothes in larger sizes. He chose dark colors and loose fits. Hoodies became his daily uniform. His coworkers
Ridiculous.
noticed he looked tired. His boss asked if everything was okay at home. Marcus smiled and said he was fine, just working too hard, not sleeping enough. The usual excuses. At night,
Yes.
alone in his apartment, Marcus would stand in front of the mirror.
Oh, yeah, that's a baby bump.
He would
Yes.
place his hand on his growing belly and feel overwhelmed. Part of him wanted to share this experience. Part of him was terrified of what would happen if he did. The
Yeah.
medical team was amazed by his case. His body had created adaptations they had never seen. A functional placenta, proper blood flow, hormone regulation. It was as if his body knew exactly what to do. Dr. Foster said he was making medical history. Marcus just felt alone. Month 5 brought complications. Marcus attended his cousin's wedding. The ceremony was beautiful. The reception was crowded. Everyone wanted to hug him. Everyone commented on how he looked different. His Aunt Helen said he looked healthier. His Uncle James joked that he was gaining weight. Emma pulled him aside and asked directly if something was wrong. Marcus laughed it off. He said he had been eating too much takeout and not exercising enough. That
Mm.
night, Marcus threw up in the venue bathroom. The morning sickness had never really stopped. It just happened at different times now. Emma knocked on the door and asked if he was okay. Marcus said it was bad shrimp. She did not look convinced. The drive home was long. Marcus felt the baby move for the first time. It was strange and beautiful and terrifying all at once. He pulled over to the side of the road and cried. The weight of his secret felt heavier than ever. Month 7 arrived with unexpected challenges. Marcus's body could no longer hide the obvious. His mother invited him to a family barbecue. She said it had been too
Family
long. She
barbecue.
missed him. She was worried. Marcus tried to say no. Patricia insisted. She said if he did not come, she would drive to his apartment herself.
Uh-oh.
Marcus knew she meant it. His mother was
Yes.
stubborn. It was where
Oh,
he got his own
really?
stubborn streak. The day of the barbecue was warm and sunny. Marcus wore his largest hoodie despite the heat. He arrived late, hoping to blend into the crowd. His plan failed immediately. Emma spotted him first. Her eyes went wide. She walked over slowly and stared at him. Marcus saw the exact moment she figured it out. Her mouth opened, but no words came. Patricia approached next. She hugged Marcus tight. Too tight. She pulled back and looked at him. Really looked at him. Her expression changed from happiness to confusion to shock. The backyard went quiet. Everyone was staring now. Patricia took Marcus's hand. She led him inside the house away from the others. Emma followed. They sat in the living room where Marcus had grown up. The same couch where he had watched cartoons as a child. The same
Yeah.
family photos on the walls. His mother spoke first. Her voice was gentle but firm. She asked the question Marcus had been dreading for 7 months. Marcus could not lie anymore. He was tired of hiding, tired of being alone with this. He told them everything. The medical trial, the unexpected pregnancy, the months of secret doctor visits, the fear,
Wow,
the
really?
isolation. Patricia sat in stunned silence. Emma's face showed pure shock. Marcus waited for anger, disgust, rejection. Instead, his mother started crying. She pulled him into her arms. She held him like she had when he was little and scared of thunderstorms. She whispered that she loved him, that she wished he had told her sooner, that he did not have to
Oh,
go through this
that,
alone.
that's
Emma joined the hug. She was crying too. She said she had known something was wrong. She had been so worried. She was just glad he was okay and that she finally knew the truth. The rest of the family learned the truth that day. Reactions were mixed. Some were supportive immediately.
yeah.
Others needed time to process. A few said hurtful things out of shock and confusion. Uncle James apologized for his weight comments. Aunt Helen offered to throw a baby shower.
Yeah,
Marcus's
baby shower.
father, who lived across the country, called that night. The conversation was awkward but ended with words of love and promises to visit. Not everyone understood. Some distant relatives stopped calling. Old friends drifted away. Marcus lost people he thought would always be there. It
Wow,
hurt,
really?
but he also discovered who truly cared about him. His mother became his biggest supporter. She went to every remaining appointment with Dr. Foster's team. She helped set up the nursery in his apartment. Patricia was determined to be the best grandmother possible, no
The
matter
best
how
grandmother.
unusual the circumstances. Emma threw herself into planning. She organized a baby shower. She bought tiny clothes and cute toys. She talked about being the favorite aunt. Her enthusiasm
Grandmother and
helped Marcus feel less afraid. The last 2 months were the hardest physically but easiest emotionally. Marcus no longer had to hide. He could talk about his experiences, share his fears, ask for help when he needed it. The medical team prepared for delivery. They planned a careful surgical procedure. Everything was scheduled. Backup plans were in place. Dr. Foster assembled the best specialists she could find. Marcus's family rallied around him. His mother stayed at his apartment most nights. Emma visited daily. Even relatives who had been initially shocked came around. They
yeah.
brought gifts and offered support. The birth happened at 38 weeks. The surgery was
Wow.
complex but successful. Marcus held
Oh,
his daughter for the first time surrounded by his mother, sister, and medical team. The tiny baby had his eyes and his stubborn chin. Patricia cried happy tears. Emma took 100 photos. Marcus named her Hope, because that is what
hope.
she represented. Hope
Oh,
for the future. Hope that
hope for the
love could
future.
overcome fear. Hope that impossible things could become beautiful
Yeah.
reality. The months after Hope's birth were chaotic and beautiful. Marcus learned to be a father with his family's help. The medical team continued monitoring his recovery. Everything healed well. His body slowly returned to normal. Dr. Foster's research facility eventually published a carefully anonymized case study. Marcus's story would help advance science, help other people who might face similar situations in the future. The secret that
Yeah.
had isolated Marcus for 7 months became the story that brought his family closer. They learned not to judge, to ask
Oh,
questions with kindness, to support each other through impossible situations.
yeah.
Marcus sometimes wished he had told them sooner, but he also understood why he had been afraid. Fear of rejection is powerful. Fear of
True.
being seen as a medical oddity can be paralyzing. He had
True.
done the
Yeah.
best he could with what he knew at the time.
Yeah.
Now, watching Hope sleep in her grandmother's arms, Marcus felt grateful. Grateful for family who loved unconditionally. Grateful for medical science that made miracles possible. Grateful that secrets, no matter how big,
Yeah.
could lead to deeper connections when shared with the right people. Moral: the secrets we keep to protect ourselves often isolate us from the love and support we need
True.
most. True family shows up not when life is perfect,
Yeah.
but when we finally trust them with our impossible truth.
True.
If
Yeah.
you enjoyed Marcus's story, please like this video
Yeah.
and
Don't like
subscribe
it.
for
Yeah.
more heartfelt stories. Share in the comments what you would do in his situation. Your support means everything to this channel.
I will do the something. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I will literally do the something. Yeah. Well. That was it can be presently a secret for 7 months. Then his family found out by service agents. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like and comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new and click the bell so you can be notified when the upload and when the post and go live in about 5. Wow.